All right. Welcome back to another episode of Good Said, Bro. This episode is brought to you by absolutely no one. If you have a product out there, you're a business that you know people need to know about or have in their life, please contact us at goodsaidbro.cast@gmail.com. Today, I have some very special guests. They're from the company CBD Main Street, right?
Yes, sir.
And your names are?
My name is Gilbert.
Gilbert?
Stacey.
And Stacey. You guys are a married couple?
We are.
You get married couple? Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. CBD, okay, here we go. Super unprofessional. So CBD Main Street, where does the name come from, first of all? Like, why Main Street?
So when we decided we were going to jump into this, we said, well, CBD is going mainstream.
Yeah, because I told her, I was reading something online and just hyping myself up, and I told her, I'm like, CBD is going to go fucking mainstream.
Yeah.
And then she kind of got the idea.
Main Street, where I looked it up, and it's, where the most popular businesses are at, the most important places of a city. So I thought, let that be us. So that's how we came up with CBD Main Street.
I mean, that's very creative. That's awesome. What got you guys into getting into the CBD field or the hemp field, I guess you could say?
Well, I've always been a big supporter of hemp cannabis in general, whether it's legal or illegal.
Same.
I mean, I'm 34. I've always been a supporter of it. A couple years ago, I hurt my back, did a lot of research. Corporate America doesn't allow you to smoke weed.
Of course, yeah.
You look for other alternatives. I went to the doctor. They wanted to prescribe pills, shots, things I had already taken.
And this was for pain?
Yeah, pain management, basically for my back.
Yeah.
And I started reading a lot about it, and it was an alternative. I mean, I would hear that. I mean, there's always a slight chance you can come out positive for a drug test, but for the most part, I mean, if you keep the levels at 3% and you don't overdo it, then you should be good.
Yeah.
And that's how I started researching it, and then I kind of pushed it on her because she was always like, "Oh no, it's bad." Like the typical.
It's very demonized. It's very demonized. It's been demonized for years, So I totally get it. And the 0.3 thing, I'm currently on probation, not for drugs or anything. I got a DWI. Almost done Norm 26. Holla at me. But yeah, I'm a big cannabis smoker myself. I got the tetrahydrocannabinol here,
Nice.
and I've been a smoker for years, and I broke a lot of stigmas. You know how they say that it's a gateway drug and it's like very addictive or whatever. Literally, when I got on probation from one day to the next, I was like, all right, I can't smoke no more, and that's it. Like you only get grumpy for like 2 days, and then that's it. That's all that happens. There's no really withdrawals when it comes to cannabis or anything like that. So yeah, I'm a big supporter of it. And how about you? Is it because of his injury that you got more into, like, I don't know, researching it a little bit more?
So he brought it up to me, and I would always say the same thing, like, no, like that's weed. It's the whole taboo, typical things that people say.
How do you think what made you think like that? What do you think it was your upbringing? Do you think it was a society?
I think it was past
mainstream media.
Yeah, well, that, and I think it was past and previous use of it.
Okay.
I felt like it was making me lazy, like slobby, not really doing much, and so I kept thinking, well, that's all it's gonna do. Even CBD, that's all it's gonna do. That's all it's gonna do. And he kept saying, no, it's not. No, it's not. And it wasn't really until one day that I was walking to the bookstore, saw a book about it, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is the stuff that he's always talking about. What's it doing in a bookstore?
Yeah.
So I picked it up, and he's like, buy it. I read it in a week, and I'm like, wait, this is kind of intriguing. Like, this may be able to help with some of the things that bother me, like anxiety, things like that. So we ordered a pen. Let's see what happens. Tried it. I won a pen in a raffle thing online. Tried that one, and then just kind of snowballed from there. Tincture drops, capsules, gummies, and then we started thinking, well, what is it that we're putting inside of our body? Reading more into it. What kind of chemicals are they putting in these things? I'm a mom, so that kind of stuff mattered to me. So what we wanted to bring was some of the best products with the most minimal amount of ingredients. So that's why I was all for it.
By minimal, you mean nothing else besides hemp or whatever is derived from hemp?
Right. Like, so coconut oils, essential oils, those kinds of things, but mostly hemp, not any, like some of their extraction methods actually contain...
like butane and stuff like that?
Yeah. Butane, and which turns into a carcinogen when it's heated. So we were looking for things that weren't going to have that kind of stuff in it.
Cool. So all natural, kind of non-toxic kind of things going on.
That's our goal. Yeah.
That's why we have a select amount of products. Like we don't order just any gummies, because you can buy gummies anywhere. You can buy them, I think.
Well, they sell them at the head shops around here and stuff like that. Gas stations too. And I don't really trust those very much. I don't trust anything from a gas station.
Right.
Exactly.
Not even the hot dogs. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do anything.
Mystery meat.
Yeah. So you were telling me you guys have kids.
Right.
How would you feel? How old are they, if you don't mind me asking?
11, 7, and 3.
And 3. Okay, you laughed at the last one. You're like, that's a lot of kids.
I thought you looked at me like she's still going.
No. How would you feel if they get to a certain age and they start experimenting with CBD or maybe cannabis at some point, like knowing that you guys, have tried it or anything like that? Because I think about this all the time. I don't have any kids.
No, this is something we talk about all the time. Yeah.
So how would you take it in that form? If it's not too personal to ask.
We try and be very open and honest to them about anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we sit at the dinner table. We try and have dinner a couple times a week
together.
We talk to them, and I bring up a lot of things that your typical parents are afraid of bringing up.
We actually had the conversation because they kept saying, "Oh, what is that? Is that for your CBD? Is that what you're selling for? Oh, is that your merch for CBD Main Street?" They kept bringing it up, but they have no idea what CBD means. So one day we sat down with the oldest because he's 11. He's a 6th grader. So
he's already
So we sat down with him and we were like, "Listen, this is the deal. This is what CBD is. It comes from a plant. It's grown from the ground. God made it. So it's not a bad thing."
Did you tell him what kind of plant?
We did. We did.
Okay.
We did tell them. And we just told them, this isn't something that you
it's
need
made
to...
from bananas.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, you don't bring it up, in front of teachers, other students, because just because we're comfortable with our kids doesn't mean all parents are.
Yeah, 100%. I totally agree with that. I remember when I started smoking very young. I started smoking maybe at 16, 17. And you were 14?
When I first tried it.
Yeah, me too. I was like 14, but then I had a layoff, and then I was like 16 and stuff like that. And I remember I was like 18 years old already, or 19, and I sat down my parents. I was like, "We need to talk." And I remember sitting down with them, and I just went straight forward. I was like, "Look, I love marijuana. Like, I love smoking it. I used to have anxiety. They used to prescribe me pills, right, for anxiety and panic attacks. They were like Xanax and stuff like that. So the Xanax and all these medications that they gave me, they just made me they turned me into a zombie. I wasn't myself anymore. Like, I just, I felt soulless. Like, I had no soul left. I was just, I had no anxiety, which was great, but I also had no motivation for anything else. Right. And from one day to the next, I was like, I kind of get rid of my anxiety a little bit with weed, but I still, I can still be happy. I still go do stuff. See, I'm the opposite. You say you were going lazy. You feel lazy. It sounds like that. I think it's
more like high functioning.
Yeah, super high functioning. Like, especially because there's different kinds of hemp, right? I'm a sativa guy. I like sativa because it's creative. It gives me energy. It's kind of like coffee. Yeah. So, and I also feel like people who smoke, I think when they're like you said, like, I get lazy or stuff like that. Well, I think it's more of a mind thing.
How old are you?
I'm 34.
Oh, I'm 34 too. So I was about to say, like, when we were younger, there wasn't a bunch of different shit. Like, either you had...
No, it was just regular weed. Yeah. It either smelled like pneumonia, or just like cool shit, right?
Bobby Brown shit. Or
Bobby... it's disgusting.
Yeah.
I still smoked it, but...
I didn't discriminate.
I had no choice. The other guy...
But we had nothing compared to what they have now. Like, there's a bunch of things I can't even keep up with.
100%. Yeah. But like I said, I still, it's like sometimes... before I got on probation... Like, the newer kids or whatever would be like, "Yeah, you smoke regular?" I was like, "What's wrong with that?" Like, I still like it.
Not popcorn.
Yeah, for real. But and some of the weeds nowadays too are super fucking strong. Yeah. Like, I would smoke some stuff and I'd be like, "Am I dying? Is this weed?" They're like, "Yeah, it's weed, loser."
Fine to know.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
crazy out there.
So tell me, do you guys use the products? Your products?
We do.
Yeah.
And the reason that we use, without THC is because of, our jobs. We have to test clean. But yeah, we do use them.
Lately, what do you personally use them for?
Me personally, like anxiety, chill out, get a good night's sleep, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I don't really have any chronic pains or anything like that. But mostly I'll use like the gummies, a vape, tincture, and sometimes I've tried the capsules before. I've tried all the products.
Now, do you think, and this is something that I've always wondered, because I've smoked some CBD cigarettes. I bought it at this head shop here, right? And they were hemp, and they had 0.03 or whatever. And I guess I would do it just to get like the feeling, because like I said, I'm not really a CBD guy. I'm a cannabis guy, right? I'm a THC guy. But I just want to kind of take the edge off, because sometimes I smell weed. I can be traveling. I'm a comedian, so I travel all the time. So sometimes you smell skunk. Right, like a little skunk, and regular people would be like, "Yeah, it smells like skunk." But me, like, smells delicious.
You're driving down the highway, the kids are like, "It smells like skunk." I'm like, "Yeah,
it smells delicious." So do you think it's more of a placebo thing, or do you actually feel that it does what it says it's supposed to do?
Right. So I'm not gonna lie. The first few times that I used it, I didn't really feel anything at all. And then the more I read, it was like, you got to keep using it. It's consistency. It has to build up in your
like
system.
Like dosing, you have to dose them.
Yeah, and you have to find your right dose. That's actually a thing. So I just kept, trying it, and he did the same. And eventually, you started to feel something. I mean, you don't feel anything, but you started to stop feeling the things that you were feeling before. Yeah.
So, do you have a favorite that you like yourself?
The tincture, hands down.
The tincture?
For me.
Why is that?
Because it doesn't taste bad. Okay. I was expecting it to be real earthy. You can try it.
Yeah. No, thank you. Not right now. No, right. I'm a little sick. Yeah. I'm on a lot of medication right now. But I will definitely.
Yeah. So that's
it's 1,000 milligrams like per drop, or
so the whole bottle, okay. Right? So one.
I'm like, holy shit! This is some strong stuff.
There are some that are pretty strong, but I do like the tincture because it tastes good, and right away you kind of start to chill out.
I see. And you, I'm pretty sure you're about the smokes and the vapes.
This is my favorite right here because it's odorless. You just I do it in the shower. And
what is that? I always fear those pens, just because it's weird to me to smoke something that's liquid.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. This is a guy who's talking like I used to buy the THC cartridges, right? And I didn't care then.
Pure CBD with honey. That's all there is. No extra product. I mean, chemicals, nothing like that.
Just honey.
Just honey.
It's just the straight oil and
honey.
Terpenes and the oil.
Yeah.
Oil.
Really? Yeah. That is so cool.
And it's organic.
It's organic. So that's one of the main.
Do you guys sell that?
Yeah.
Did you guys bring like a little cartridge thing?
I didn't bring that. We didn't bring all the stuff that. I mean, we have more things.
I was running late.
Oh no, it's totally cool. But that's so cool. What is that called?
The brand is Pure Ratios.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
And it's weird because the THC cartridge doesn't move that gloppy. You know what I mean? When it comes to THC, it's like more thick.
Yeah.
And it stays stuck, and it takes a long time to get down. And this is more flowy.
It also depends on what else is in it, like what.
Because we go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, there was another vendor that sent us their info on pens and stuff. Had lead and then a couple other things that I can't even pronounce.
Like metals and heavy
stuff.
metals.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's minimal, but
was that a CBD pen or okay?
CBD pen. So this is the one that we found that was
had like the
organic,
best testing results,
and they have the best reviews. You go on Google, whatever. They have some really great reviews. This is what I like to use, but lately I've been using the gummies at night just because I'm tired. I don't want to go outside. I'm running low on this one, and I'll just take a gummy. You can taste
one too. It tastes good. You want to taste one?
You want to taste one, Josh?
You want to taste the gummy, Josh?
Tastes like strawberries.
Does it? I'll take
one. They're good. You don't. I mean, it's only 10 milligrams on those.
It doesn't have the typical gummy consistency because these are vegan.
Yeah.
So they don't have. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so delicious. I'm tripping out, man. No.
Falls over.
Yeah, so that's why we don't have a big selection of products because we like to keep it simple.
The most organic, more simple, more natural, nothing too heavy for the
like
consumer.
Basically, if you can't pronounce what the ingredient is, you probably shouldn't eat it or consume it.
Yeah.
That's so everything that's in my fridge. Yeah. Every single thing that's in my fridge right now. We actually
brought you something. I don't know if you can since you said you're on probation, but that little baggie is yours.
Here?
This one.
That white one.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, we brought you a shirt and we brought you our most popular
I'm sorry
product.
we didn't bring you a bag. We didn't have any at the moment.
I got a bag. Oh, that's nice. Is that the shirt you're wearing?
Yeah.
It's fucking. This is the one that Orly has.
Gonzalo's printing.
I loved it. Gonzalo's.
Yeah.
That's Gabe's, right?
Yeah.
Gabe's, is that? Oh, okay. Mamalo. And so this is one of your popular products. You said this one.
That and the tincture drops, but that's our most popular
fan favorite.
Fan favorite, yeah.
I think someone had one of these. Can I open? Let me open this. I wanna display these. These are like cigarettes.
It smells delicious. It smells
amazing.
So yeah, we had those in the closet, and then the whole closet smelled. And I'm like, okay, we have to move these.
Cool. Oh, that's cool.
And those are actually infused with lavender. Yeah.
So lavender gives you that calming effect, relaxed mood.
Yeah. And this is pure hemp, right?
Yeah, 100 milligrams.
Because I bought some. They're like pre-rolls. They were super expensive. I was in Austin, I believe, or I don't know where the hell, San Antonio. And I bought some, and they were like $20 for one pre-roll.
Oh,
for one.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't smoked it there. The only reason I haven't smoked it, and I bought two of them. It's two. I was stupid. They look good. They smell good, and it was mango, whatever. But I was looking at the ingredients. It doesn't say hemp. Anything that doesn't say hemp, I don't do. I can't do it. The only reason is because there was a whole spice epidemic. You remember that?
Yes.
And I never done spice. Even because like I said, I never understood how some weed smokers can do spice. Because I mean, why? You already smoke weed. No. There's no need to do spice. So I never got into it. But seeing the reaction or the effect that it had on people, the epidemic, I never got.
That's scary.
Yeah. So anything that didn't say hemp, I didn't touch. I couldn't touch. Matter of fact, Josh, can you right here, the first little cabinet, like literally right here, there you're gonna see a pre-roll there to see if you can bring it for me. So yeah, that's the only thing that got me, and they're just there. And to be honest with you, I'm being nice, but it's actually, I spent like $25 for like.
That's crazy.
So see, it says CBD joint, and it says no THC. So that's already something that I'm like, I don't know about you.
Well, that's the thing, is that they're deceiving. They'll tell you there's no THC, but has to be.
Yeah, but smell it. Like it's just.
Does it smell weird? Oh, it does. Yeah, it smells weird.
But it doesn't say that it's flour.
The fact of the matter is, the ingredients aren't even on here. Yeah. Why? Mm-hmm. That's a red flag.
Yeah.
So I had a friend send me a link like, hey, these look cute because they look cute. And I said, yeah, but where's the ingredients?
What's in it?
I said, it's funny because...
Hey, Josh, you can have it.
I said, it's funny because they'll show you the front of the box. I said, but why is it that when you scroll to the next picture, the ingredients are blurred? You can't even make out the words. I said, that right there is a red flag and extremely
something like
sketchy.
This one, the ingredients on this side right there.
It's literally just organic CBD flower, organic herbs. Okay. CBD flower meaning...
CBD flower is the bud, basically.
It's hemp, right?
Yeah.
100% hemp.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it says here in the front, organic hemp flower. That one says...
It's 100% spice. It's exactly what it fucking smells like, yeah.
Yeah, so...
He grabbed a mic. This is serious.
Yeah, this is fucking weird. Fuck you, whatever this brand is. Y'all suck.
Yeah, and they had a whole store. They had and it looked like a high-end store, too. Mm-hmm. So, then I was like, oh, okay, I'll try it out. So I bought them, and I was like, I'll check them out when I get home. I got home, and I just started looking at it, and I was like, it doesn't say hemp here.
But I wonder why it's so expensive. That's kind of weird, because the more you spend, normally it's a way better quality. That's another thing I was going to say about like buying like gas station stuff or some products from head shops. Mm-hmm. I mean, if it's cheap, it probably doesn't even have any CBD in it. Or
I think this guy's just literally ripping people off. It's just that he's making his place look extravagant, or he's making the labels look super pretty. Yeah, they'll be like, oh, this might be something, you know what I mean? So Josh is still trying to figure it out.
He's still concerned.
Give it to someone you hate, dude. Dude, he'll smoke it for sure.
I love smoking those. It's
yeah, and I honestly I buy some too. Like I said, I bought like a 20-pack, and they actually said herb, and these have the 0.3?
Those
or these
have
are no?
0% THC, Delta 9 THC. So, go ahead.
No, I think those are the 0.3. We're about to get some new ones that don't have the lavender in it and are 0%.
Those are considered.
And these are 0% too, or 0.03?
No, those are 0.
0 as well. Okay.
So the new ones that we're getting are 150 milligrams per cigarette.
That one's 100.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
And they don't have the lavender, and they are considered pure CBD.
Oh, I see. And what does that mean?
So there's a difference between a full spectrum and an isolate. I don't know if you're
I have no
versed
idea.
on that. Okay. So a full spectrum would be the use of the entire plant, the terpenes, everything that including the THC in it. But in this case, they extract
most of it, so it'll be, to make it legal, it'll be the 0.3. But they'll extract most of the THC, but they'll use the whole plant.
And then isolate would be the use of solely the CBD.
CBD.
Yeah, none of the other benefits that the cannabis
The
plant
psychoactive.
has. Well, neither one are psychoactive, but they're not using the whole plant. They're literally just isolating the CBD and extracting only that. And so that would be the difference between those two.
Do you know the process on that? How they isolate and extract things?
So, like with the CO2 extraction, would be the safest method. They heat up the CO2. I'm not gonna sit here and try and explain it because it's even confusing reading it. But it's an extremely complicated process. I don't even.
Yeah.
No,
I get it.
Begin to explain it.
I totally get it.
But just so that you're aware, most of these products should tell you how the CBD is extracted, especially when you're getting it in an oil form, so that you know what the extraction method that was used. That there was no like the butane and the hexane and all those things.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
That can be have carcinogen.
Yeah, I used to carcinogen all the time then because I remember
smell really, really good, by the way.
Yeah, I can't like I said, I'm a little sick. I can smell the flower though. I can't really smell the lavender, but they look awesome. They not only like are probably awesome, they look awesome. I like the black filter. I saw the ones you gave Josh. Those are also something that you guys have on the.
Great,
those are
the
plain Janes. Yeah.
And are those? Do those have?
Those are not for me.
Huh?
Those are not for me.
I like those.
He likes
I
them.
love those.
Really?
You like them?
Dude,
you tried it already?
Yeah, man. We actually ran through the packs. I kept giving some out. So everybody was like,
You didn't send me. I told you to send me one, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I gave the last one to my brother. My bad.
That's fine, man. I guess.
That's cool. You have a whole pack now. It's all
Hey.
good.
They're not playing Janes, so.
All right, man.
I'm playing. Do you guys still have those on the store? Are you guys stacked up basically?
Well, we do. We're having an event tomorrow, so.
At Wizard Wicks, right?
Yeah.
Is that's what I saw that you guys were going to do a pop up. So how long have you guys been doing this? Like when did you start getting all these products and just decided, you know what, maybe we should try this out, show people that there's benefits to this CBD life, and when did you start?
Our first day was supposed to be July 1st, but work kids got in the way, or not in the way, but just life. We ordered these first, the pure ratios, and we started selling these on July 16th. It was like, well, we got these for now, but we're just still waiting on our other products.
It was coming in slowly.
It was coming in slowly, and then we went out of town with the kids or whatever, came back. I think it was the 21st, somewhere around there, 22nd. And then on the 24th, we literally just posted, like, we're taking orders. In 4 days, our
stuff was
feed, yeah.
Really?
We did really well that first 4 days, and we're like, because she was hesitant in the beginning. She was very negative. She was
They're
like,
going to arrest us.
Yeah.
They're going to arrest us.
Well, not just that. She we had invested some money in it.
And we got thousands of dollars in this. This better sell.
And she's like, yeah, well, you bought CBD and you don't even know what's going to sell. I'm like, just relax.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that first 4 days, it went really well. And
we were like,
after that, we're like, oh, shit. Like, we ended the month. Really.
And you guys do it old school style. You guys do deliveries, like original drug dealers.
Yes.
I'm going back to my old ways.
Also our goal. your friendly neighborhood dealer.
No, just kidding. I mean, we don't have a storefront.
It'd be embarrassing if you guys got stopped and went to jail for CBD. It'd be super.
There's a possibility.
How so?
There's really gray area there. That
really?
federally, I guess they still kind of classify it as illegal, but states aren't enforcing it. In the states, it's legal.
Well, there's a new law that passed. I don't know if you guys know that they can't really prove that it's.
They can't. So that's the problem. Is they'll confiscate it, possibly cite you, arrest you until it can be tested.
Yeah.
So,
but can they test it though? Like, I think that there was something that said that they couldn't.
But they don't
test
have
it.
a way to test it. So how can they prove that it's hemp or that it's?
They're gonna have to smoke it.
I'll hook you up.
It's a new way to test. All right, officer.
I don't know. I think it's silly. I'm still waiting on the day. I mean, Texas is going to be tough, but they're making mistakes every day.
It's going to happen.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure. It has to. I mean,
it's so profitable.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, just follow the money, and once.
Well, the new law that also passed, I don't know if you saw, was that they are allowing hemp farming. So
yeah, I saw that.
That's huge for Texas.
One step in the right direction.
Yeah.
What I thought that was very hypocritical, I guess you could say, is that they just, I don't know if you guys know how CBD got legalized here in Texas. What had happened is someone in the Senate had a daughter or son or something like that, and he had constant epilepsy. So they took him to Colorado. They tried some stuff out, and it was because of that, this guy that was in the Senate introduced the bill to try to pass it in Texas. Now, I'm glad they passed it, right? But the thing that kind of frustrates me is that it had to take someone in power's child for this to happen instead of just any normal parent's child. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that really bothered me about it. But I mean, nonetheless, it's going, and I think you can get like prescriptions now, right? In some cities.
I don't know about Texas.
I don't know about Texas, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so.
So, you don't have to because now there's
because there has to be a dispensary, and dispensaries are not legal in Texas yet. So
that's true.
I don't think so.
I think there was one that you need a prescription for, that epilepsy one.
Well, right. Well, the Charlotte's Web CBD, which is what's used for kids with, or not just kids, anybody who has severe form of epilepsy or seizure disorder.
And that's usually tinctures, right? They're usually like tinctures.
Yeah, because it's immediate relief or effect.
Yeah, and that's amazing how that works. Like, not regular medication can do stuff like that.
That is the only FDA-approved CBD
product.
Product. Mm-hmm. That drug.
And it's crazy. Drug. It's crazy that they don't put more money into discovering what actual THC also has some kind of benefits when it comes to like cancers, tumors, and stuff like that. I read somewhere a girl who is spiderweb like this thing like the brain that. Start spreading. Is that what that means? Or no? Anyone know? You guys don't know? I heard about this girl who had like this tumor, right, in her brain, or she had some kind of cancer or something like that, and it was spider webbing, like the black. They kept doing, and it started spider webbing all over. So
probably just means that it was growing.
Yeah. Okay. Because you heard you say spider web, and that reminded me of that. And they took her and did some treatments like THC with CBD, but more THC, and it started shrinking. Like, there's already been, like, a lot of tests showing that THC actually shrinks cancerous tumors and stuff like that. Have you guys ever read anything like that?
No, I haven't.
I've read about it. We just don't like to mention it just because we don't want to give people false hope and make them think
absolutely.
Promoting something that really still needs more research. And so, I mean, we just got to be careful with our words. We don't want anybody to take anything so literal and say that, oh, they told me it's going to cure this or whatever. So, yeah. I mean, but
and also it's something that we don't even have. So
yeah, no, but I've read a bunch of things how cannabis CBD products have helped a bunch of different diseases. I mean,
case in point is somebody who's currently buying from us. I just actually went to go deliver to her this morning. Yeah. And I don't do deliveries, but I did to her because her and I have been going back and forth talking about stuff, and she suffers from, she had thyroid cancer last year. She has fibromyalgia. She has anxiety, depression. I mean, she's been through a lot of stuff in the last year, and she's really young. And
oh my God,
for a while, she's like, I think she's 24. And for a while, you know, she said that I came to the point where I was depressed, not wanting to do anything. Because of my pain, I felt debilitated. And I'm looking for something that's going to help. So she kind of waited on it.
She had basically tried everything else.
Yeah. All prescription drugs. Yeah. And she said, I'm going to talk to my doctor and I'm going to see what he says. And we waited on it. Like, cool, talk to your doctor. We always recommend that, especially if you're taking other medications.
You gave her the green light?
Yeah, he gave her the green light. She came back. She bought it from us. And she said it within a few days.
Couple days later, she was...
Really?
She messaged us and we're like, wow. Like, if for something that severe, for this
just all the stuff she's going through.
Also, shout out to the doctor for being like, hey, you should, because not a lot of doctors will do that.
I was real curious about who he was too. I said, "Who's your doctor?" And then she told me. I don't want to say his name, but when she said, I was like, "Wow!" Hey, another step in the right direction.
You should definitely call him, man.
He's gonna be the first one that gives out the cards when they make it
for real.
They just want their kickbacks.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, cool on the doctor though.
Yeah.
Cool on the doctor because that he actually cares for the patient. You know what I mean? And do you guys have any old people that call you by any chance?
I think for the most part, it's been mostly women. So men who step their game up. No, I'm just kidding.
I think it's also because I'm the one doing a lot of the social media.
Yeah,
so
it looks very cutesy. It's very like you can probably sell cupcakes. You know what I mean?
Good.
CBD cupcakes.
CBD cupcakes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are.
It's a very professional Instagram. Like it's not like mine. I don't know if you've seen mine. It's just shit. I have. Shit, yeah.
I like
yeah, but yours is super professional and beautiful pictures, nice placement and stuff like that. And me is like, I got a show. Bye. Like this. So you guys are doing a great job, and you guys also make it super available because you guys deliver it to whoever you have to deliver it. Are you guys ever scared that one of these days, like you're gonna go to the house and then like a bunch of drug dealers gonna come out like, we heard you're selling in our turf?
CBD, come on, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You want to be an investor or something? Nah, I'm just kidding.
See.
Yes.
Nah, I mean,
here's 10 large.
To be honest, I mean, whoever's trying CBD, they're trying it because it's an alternative. They can't smoke weed. So, I mean, whoever wants to smoke weed, we're not getting in their way.
But I'm saying the aspect of actually, well, no, that's kind of a stupid question because, I mean, there's delivery drivers for everything nowadays, right? Yeah. So, I mean, I guess the risk is there either way.
You can get alcohol delivered now, too.
I know.
Yeah, that too.
Texas just passed a law. Oh, that's totally cool, but no.
Yeah,
however, we can't sell to you anymore if you're not 21.
Drunk off your ass and do stupid.
That's true.
Oh, tobaccos, yeah. Tobacco products.
Any e-cigarette, too. So.
Oh yeah, sorry guys.
How about hemp flower though?
We're going with
also a gray area.
So we're going with the 21. We just
I had a question actually that I forgot to ask last time, but do you guys sell like any flower product, or was that something that you guys have?
I was actually gonna bring some. I got a sample of what
from Plain Jane. Yeah. They sent us a flower sample.
I actually wanted to buy it, and she's like, well, I don't want to get a fucking pound delivered to my house, and it smells like
all I kept thinking.
Because they sell it to you in pounds. Like, you order a pound. And yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I just thought that mailman's going to be like, what the fuck?
That's balling as fuck.
You guys are like the Bonnie and Clydes of CBD. You got the Tupac shirt on.
That's fucking awesome.
So they sell it in flour, like actual buds.
I mean, shit, throw it out there. Y'all want it? I'll buy it.
We've asked people, like, what do y'all want?
Dude, I feel like that's a good idea because I like the whole ritual of, like,
doing
your
it
own.
yourself,
Boom.
But I was actually going to bring a sample pack. I was like, no, we don't have it, so I don't want to promote it. Something that we don't have, you know.
Here's the thing, though. When it comes to the flour now, depending on, like, let's say you put 3 grams in a blunt, per se, right? Is it still 0.03% THC,
depends.
Or does it grow? So that's the only thing I think you guys have to think about. Like it's 0.03 each gram, I guess you could say, or something like that. So that's the only kind of thing that you would have to worry about if you really think about it, right?
Yeah, well, we usually tell our customers like, you're doing this at your discretion. Like, we don't. We're totally upfront with them because most of the questions are like, will I come out positive? And we're like, we're not going to tell yes or no because it's...
If anyone tells you no, they're straight up lying to you.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah. So that is extremely deceiving. And I'm not... like, we're not trying to do that.
Yeah, well, I've tested it.
I'm not trying to sell you something just to make money off of it. Like, you need to know that. It's important. Like, in your case, with your parole.
Probation.
Yeah.
Well, parole.
I mean, probation.
Parole. Sorry, I didn't murder anyone.
Sorry.
I had bad luck. I did go to jail, actually.
Take advantage of Uber.
Yeah, for sure. 10,000 over $13. I would definitely do a Uber.
10,000.
Yeah.
It's all about the money.
And then they threw me the book too, like everything. Luckily, I got a good lawyer, so I only got 9 months probation. And usually in Texas, it's 14 months and the driver education course. And
who's your lawyer in case they pull us over?
He's actually from Del Rio. This happened in Del Rio.
Oh, okay.
It's a small city. It's a small little town. So I mean, I honestly got the better part of it. They wanted me to do the, I guess, rehabilitation education course or whatever, but I didn't even qualify for that. Like literally, the lady was like, with all the information you gave us and with the evaluation that we gave you, you're not an addict. And they just called my probation. I was like, he doesn't qualify for this. She was like, but he has to do it. Yeah, we can't accept him. Like, he's not an addict. Why are we going to take this guy in if he's not even qualified?
Just taking up a spot for somebody that needs it.
Exactly,
Really needs it,
exactly. So I didn't have to do that, you know. So yeah, November 26th, here I come. And I lost all my dealers, so that's it's gonna be rough coming back in the game.
I'm sure you'll find a new one.
And now things have changed so much when it comes to like, I mean, I know you guys sell CBD. I'm just talking about weed because of me. I'm a big cannabis smoker, and things have changed so much. I remember when I was, give or take 8 years ago, right? Dro, that's what I would call it back in the day. Right? Dro, it was like maybe $20 a gram, correct? 25 if the guy's a piece of shit. Yeah. Nowadays, like I hear like these young guys be like, "Oh yeah, dude, I can give you 3 grams for $30." I was like, "What? What the fuck are you saying?" For real, $10 a gram, like it's crazy.
True story though.
Yeah, and I was thinking about like what has changed, but I was like, I think, and it's just a theory of mine, I think that it's so cheap now because there's so many states that have it legal. So they're just growing at vast amounts, and people just like, yeah, we got more. Do you want to take to your state? They're like, yeah. How much? $30.
Here's 30 pounds.
Yeah, because if you go to Colorado, like over there, like an ounce of weed isn't gonna be the same over here. It's gonna be super cheap. Like we're talking about $100 for like an ounce. Can you believe that shit? Yeah, 100%. And when I went to California, I've
heard those prices here, just so you know.
Well, okay. We'll talk to me November 26th. I went to California one time, right? And I was working with my buddy. He was a truck driver, and I was a truck driver assistant. I didn't do shit. I was just going to just travel, right? So we went to California, and he was like, "Do you want to go get a weed license?" And I was like, "Yeah, all right." And I was like, "How do we even do it?" So we went to Venice Beach, and there was just a guy. He was wearing like some spandex shorts with
what
weed.
What year was this?
This is about, give or take, about the same, like 8 years ago, 7 years ago. And he was wearing like spandex Speedo shorts, and he was with a sign like, "Do you want to get your license?" And we're like, that guy, let's go there. So we went in, and it was like $200 each to get our license, and then we saw a doctor. By the way, this doctor, he had a weed plant right here. Like, "Hey, welcome, sit down." And I was like, he's like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, I have anxiety. All right, man, that's cool. And then
that'll be $300.
Yeah, exactly. So he got the card, and then my friend went in, and my friend panicked for some reason. By the way, these aren't even the doctors didn't even close the door. You can hear everyone's symptoms. My friend goes in there, and he's like, "What are you here?" I was like, "Sometimes my feet hurt," and he's like, "All right, dude." Like, here's the thing, though. They were in cahoots with some dispensaries because with that thing, we could only go to like 3 kinds of dispensaries. You know what I mean? And the dispensaries are great. You buy some stuff, and then they give you free shit. You know what I mean?
So now you can do that online.
Well,
I found a company that will evaluate you over the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like a video chat. You video chat with the doctor. You tell him your symptoms, same thing. And he prescribes you your cannabis license to be able to purchase. Yeah.
Well,
but I mean, he's not going to do it for Texas. Like,
it's only for legal states.
Yeah, exactly.
VPN, spoof your IP address to like Cali.
Well, I know a lot of people who would have stuff delivered to them. I don't know how they do it. I never really asked, but they have a lot of PO boxes. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah. So, do you plan to have any CBD products for dogs? My dog sprained her leg, and I know she needs something for pain, and I don't want to go to Petco and get her some pain meds because fuck the corporations.
Yeah.
So, do you guys plan to get on any kind of edibles for puppies?
She put out a poll last week on Instagram, and I think it was like 90% people said
They
yes.
want it, yeah. So we're looking.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
looking,
wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Josh?
I agreed when we brought that up. When we talked about that, yeah, it's 100%, man. It's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
For the dogs.
The dog.
You said you had a back injury, right?
Yeah.
What happened to you, if you don't mind me asking?
Just working at a warehouse, picking up boxes and shit.
Oh, fuck.
So I was straight out of high school, football, also at weights, all that shit. Straight up, finished high school, went straight to the warehouse. And
Carrying me.
It was mostly labor. It was just hard labor, just picking up boxes.
Yeah. You seem like a very chill guy. Like, I don't know if you're high as fuck, but...
No, I'm just naturally like that.
Yeah. But you smoked cannabis when you were younger, and the reason you did is because you just creative wise, you just like the way
I like the way it smells.
It makes me feel.
I love the way it smells.
Yeah, same.
First of all, so.
Same. I hate when people go, ew. They're like,
No,
fuck you.
I'm like, yeah.
You said you also experimented with actual cannabis, like THC, right? What was your take on it? You just got lazy.
It was just like for fun, I guess. In college, we were young, hanging out, partying. Yeah.
We lived in Austin for a little over years.
Of course.
We hung out with a bunch of Austinites. So.
Yeah, fuck those
we had
guys.
one time. I won't mention his name. He's a good friend of ours. We made some brownies.
He knows who he is.
Yeah, you know who you are.
Oh,
our friend.
And we made some brownies, and after a while we were just playing poker. We're playing poker at the table, and like fucking 3 hours later, and everybody just at the same time.
Everyone's eating them because they think it's not doing anything, so they're eating them like crazy.
And 3 hours later, like this, everybody's just like looking at each other like, what the fuck?
First of all, we didn't even know how to make them. Like,
yeah, you can fucking.
Oh, you also ate some of those?
No, I didn't eat them. I made them.
Yeah. So the guy's like,
where's the weed? Oh, I put it all in there.
I did.
Oh.
I did because our friend was like, no, échale todo. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll just...
One of our friends was like, I can see the future.
Betty Popper over here.
And the other guy's like, tell me the numbers. And all of a sudden, he's just fucking...
Yeah, those are tricky, aren't they?
Yeah.
Edibles are a little bit tricky. Orly, actually. Orly, the other day, he like, someone gave me some cookies. And then he ate both of them. And then he was like, it's not doing anything. It's not doing anything. And then like literally like 2 hours later, guys. And that's all we heard from him.
Oh, one of our friends was like literally passed out from
for
like
2 days.
For 2 days, just he ate a bunch of pizza and then passed out on the floor on the couch on the beanbag.
And now he's dead.
At 8 p.m. Woke up the next day just like, hey, what's up, guys? Like, you missed the party, bro.
It's fucking astro traveling, dude.
I'll give you the recipe.
Yeah.
November 26th.
Yeah, thanks.
Just get a fucking
brownie
bag
mix and a 20 bag of weed. Okay. Yeah. So you say you think it'll be legalized soon, right?
I think so.
You think so? Do you think all natural?
I mean, not 2-3 years. I think 5 to 7 years. It should be. I mean, it's like you said. Politicians come in it. The big companies are starting to
put their hands
invest
in it.
Yeah, it's bound to happen. I mean,
do you think that cannabis is the only psychoactive that should be legalized, or do you think that other natural psychoactives should be legalized, like mushrooms per se? Mushrooms are actually already legal in Oregon.
Colorado?
Are they? Was it Colorado? I thought it was Oregon.
Might be both. Not
Might
sure.
be both, but mushrooms are actually legal already. Magic mushrooms are legal in Colorado. And
I'll just say one thing. I think the whole war on drugs is a bunch of bullshit.
I agree.
So
100%.
I think that will answer your question. So I think that whole scheme is just, well, I don't want to get into that. But
as far as the legality of it, I think if it grows in the ground, it should be legal.
Yeah.
Like if it's something natural, I think it should be legal.
Yeah, cocaine. Cocaine grows off the ground, right? I mean, obviously they make it or whatever, but I mean, it's a coca leaf. Heroin also, it grows from the ground. You know what I mean? So watch your words.
Colorado decriminalized.
What?
Colorado decriminalized
Mushrooms.
psilocybin mushrooms.
Fact checking.
Yeah.
There's
my young
Thank
Jamie.
you.
Why don't you do this in all the podcasts, bro?
Because we don't always bring up stuff that we can
Cool
look up.
people, yeah. I know.
There's a, I don't even remember the countries, but I know there's some countries that just decriminalized.
That's Portugal.
Portugal decriminalized.
Portugal decriminalized everything.
Addiction rates, crime rates,
Everything went down. Yeah.
So
surprisingly, everything went down in Portugal.
Amsterdam.
But
the Netherlands, I guess. Right?
But did they also decriminalize everything?
Everything?
Yeah, man. You can go over there and just, pick up a hooker, grab some heroin.
cool.
Noted.
The whole prison industrial complex, all that.
Yeah.
Shit. You're more into that, right?
100%.
No, so.
What makes you say that? What makes you guys think that I'm not cool like that, John?
You're a comedian.
We'll be there September 18, rooftop, right?
Yeah, rooftop, definitely. I'm so sorry.
I'm trying to get a babysitter. Oh, we'll get a babysitter. I told her.
Tell my mom.
No, she won't. Not on a weekday.
Oh man.
But she's off that day. I work, but it's cool. I want to go. I've been trying to make a show for a long time, but kids.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great show. I got Corey Mack from New Orleans headlining, and his wife, another dynamic duo like you guys. Her name's Ina Esther. She's also from New Orleans, but originally like from Finland or some.
Her brother lives in New Orleans.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's cool. Yeah, I have this joke about like a wall thing, right? About a pro wall rally, and I said it in New Orleans, and I also say it on my set. Some lady just yells out like "walls work," you know what I mean? Because I was telling them that they were saying like thing or whatever, and then when I was saying that joke, some lady was like, "Walls work," and this was in New Orleans when I went to go perform over there, and I was like, "Really?" She was trying to help me out. She was racist or something. I'm like, "Really, walls work?" It didn't stop Katrina, so yeah.
Ooh.
And she's like, "What?" And I was like, "I mean, it didn't."
You want
she's
to
like,
talk shit, bitch?
All right, yeah, you're right. Yeah, speaking of hurricanes, man, what's up with the Caribbean? Right, it's all fucked up right now.
It's all gone to hell, dude. It's all flooded.
I almost donated, dude, but I'm a piece of shit. But yeah, man, I hope to see you guys there. Have you guys ever gone to like the open mics here in Laredo?
No, like I said, we try and I follow.
Well, you guys have 3 kids, so it's fucking understandable.
I mean,
like grow up already.
It's
you know,
very rare that we get to even go out by ourselves. Like we try and do it once a month.
Be out here slanging all day.
All day.
Every day, dude. Every day.
Yeah. So, but no, I follow a lot of people, local people. Like I told him, I follow you, and then just other events that come around in Laredo. And I wish we can do more of those things, but.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, we said it in the last podcast too that ever since we started our page, we were following a bunch of local businesses.
Mm-hmm. There's really a lot to do in Laredo. Yeah,
all the stuff that's the growth in Laredo.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me ask you guys, what's the dream? What's the end goal here? What are you guys trying to do? Do you guys just want to do this for a living, helping people out with CBD, or like what is it? What is it? Is it just like a side thing, like just a little extra cash? What is the dream? What is the end goal here?
Well, for me, I guess obviously it starts as a side thing, but I do have a goal where I want to open up my own shop and be successful in it. Not just that, just inform people, just try and get their mind away from the marijuana and make
the negative connotation of it. Yeah.
And make them realize that there's benefits to it. And even then, there's benefits to the THC products. Yeah. But for now, it's this. And yeah, I mean, that's one of our goals. I mean, I guess more my goal is that I want to open up a store and just she's more about the education. We're both are, but she wants people to know there's an alternative out there.
Yeah, than hard medications that the doctors prescribed you.
Yeah.
My goal is just to support him and whatever he wants to do with it, because it was this was his baby.
So, okay, cool. Yeah, and I just came along for the ride. Yeah.
Well, when he showed me this is the logo, I was like, hell no. And this is what I'm gonna post on Instagram. Hell no to that too. I'm like, I'll do that part.
What was the original logo? Did we talk about that?
I don't fucking remember.
It was a bud. It was Snoop Dogg.
It was that, but like with a cannabis plant in the back.
But it was terrible though.
Yeah, no, it was like
because CBD has its own compound.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't as good as that. So
and I was like, let's keep it simple. Let's keep it simple.
It's just simple and catchy. So.
Super dope.
And I was going to ask you, if you do open up a shop, let's say a CBD shop, right? Would that be kind of considered a dispensary? Or what would it be? Is there common loopholes where you just call it like a wealth? What's it called?
Like a wellness center.
Yeah, wellness center,
or health
something
and
like that.
I think that's part of the goal too. Is that if ever, they legalized it here in Texas, we're gonna do that.
Foot in the door.
Yeah.
Boom. What's up?
Our vendors, most of them carry THC products. So
I see.
We just tell them, like, if we hear that Texas is almost going to legalize and have our orders ready, once they sign the fucking bill, send it. You know what I mean? So
okay, cool. So to find the vendors, like, what did you do? Did you just literally go online and just started looking at different people?
Researching a bunch of stuff, yeah. I mean, she had already won that pen that she used, and we looked it up. And
what sparked the dream, I guess you could say, or the business? Like, what was it like? Because I mean, you said you already smoked cannabis. What was it? What told you to be like, you know what?
Because it's not here.
CBD.
Yeah,
there's nothing here in Laredo.
I've bought from other people in Laredo, and there's one place that I would look into, but they were never there. Or I looked at their products and were like, do I really want to buy that?
They were sketchy, yeah.
So one night I was just laying in bed and just reading. Like, before bed, everybody has their phone, right? I like to read a bunch of different shit. So I was going through it, and I told her, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to fucking sell CBD. Like, and she's like,
go to sleep.
Yeah, basically. So, yeah, after that, I'm like, I started thinking about it, and I tried. That's where the book came in and everything. And then, like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then, like, initially, it was just going to be me. And then I started talking to her about it, and then she kind of got into it, and we're like, okay, let's do it. Like, but
good for you. Good for you for supporting him. You guys have something very special going on here. You said you had a back injury and you work in the oil fields, man. Are you crazy?
Gotta pay the bills.
That's true.
Gotta eat.
That's true. So tell us about, you guys also sell this. What is this?
That's a vape pen. That's from the Select brand. They're actually rebranding, changing their name. So you may see some of our stuff says Select, some of it says Social CBD because they're changing. They're rebranding it as Social. But that's a disposable vape pen. It doesn't need to be recharged.
Oh, no.
No, you just take that. That one actually is lavender, so it has the relax effect because it has the lavender oils in it.
How many puffs? Like
that one. That one's good for 150.
Okay.
And I believe it has 250 milligrams of
THC per puff? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
CBD.
Oh, sorry. CBD. I'm sorry.
November 26th.
November 26th. I'm sorry. You guys have me excited. Just to have any kind of hemp in my life is always a blessing to me. So where can people find you? Like, do you just have an Instagram? Do you guys have a Facebook?
We only have Instagram just because Facebook is real weird. Other shops have been shut down off of Facebook, even though Facebook and Instagram are related. For some reason, those sites get blocked. They get banned for 30 days. And we don't want to have to be dealing with that crap. So we only have Instagram. And that's how we take our orders.
Okay.
We communicate a lot with our customers.
And is it strictly delivery or is it, do you have a website?
Yeah, it's strictly delivery.
No website. It's just Instagram for now.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are drug dealers. Just one source, and that's fucking it.
That's it.
Legal drug dealers, right? Yeah, and I always tell people this. I believe in a lot of natural or alternative medicine because, and once again, I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know what I'm talking about most of the time, but I believe that here in the United States, I feel like they need to keep people sick because that's where the money's at.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? They need to keep people sick, and people are like, no, that's ridiculous. I was like, is it? So here's the thing. In Mexico, if you notice, everything's cheap. You know why it's cheap to see a doctor and all this? Because they can't afford to keep sick people. So they have to get them better so they won't have to go back. Here, they have money, and they know people have money, so they have to keep them sick so you can keep going to the doctor.
Fraud and
all this other stuff, you know what I mean? So I've always been a big supporter of alternative, and I really like what you guys are doing, and I can't wait to try these. I just want to be able to taste them because I'm sick right now.
Are good. These are only 2 capsules. They're 33 and a half.
Those are actually Recover.
Yeah, 33.5 milligrams.
What do you mean? That recover for like anything like immune and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like hangover.
and only $6
like
for 2 pills. 30. You get total of 67 milligrams.
67. Yeah.
It's 33.5 each capsule. And hangover is just recovery, basically recovery. Yeah.
So you do this brand a lot, right? Which is what are they called? Select.
Well, that's the brand that I brought, but.
We have Wildflower, which is another really good brand. If you go on YouTube and you'll find they were on what was it? The doctor show? I don't know, some doctor show on ABC. I think
Dr. Oz.
Dr. Oz, yeah. Some guy came in and started talking a bunch about a lot of good things on CBD, and their brand was right there on the table, and they're really
Dr.
good.
Oz, really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So we try and get products that are known and they're good products. I mean, that's another reason why. I mean, because I'm gonna be honest, there's some people that are like, "Oh, it's expensive." I'm like, "Yeah, but you're not getting shit. You're getting good." I mean, and even then, we sell it at the same price the company does. Like, we're not jacking up the price because we need to make the profit. I mean, we're gonna make a profit. But
eventually, hook them first. I get you.
Yeah, no,
that's how it works.
So we don't want to promote something that's really expensive and then they can find it online cheaper with that company. You know what I mean? So I mean, we just got to compete with them, and they're more than happy to sell to us.
I think the difference is though that they can order it online, but they would have to wait.
Yeah,
you guys already have it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You guys are already providing that and they don't even have to get out of their house.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? I mean, maybe outside of the doorstep or whatever. Yeah. So I think that's the difference of ordering online, and I mean, I think it's all worth it. And what you, like I said, what you guys are doing, it's all natural. You guys are actually reading. I know you really dove into it just to make sure everything.
Yeah, I'm
comes
not gonna
out.
take anything that I don't know what the hell it is. So.
Yeah,
there's also some people. I delivered to this lady yesterday, and she ordered some plain Jane's cigarettes and then the lip balm. We have some lip balm. And she was like, "Well, it's not all of this for me." She's like, "My coworker, I gave him one last time and he liked the way he slept, so he bought it from you." So there's still people in the closet, like not fully, you know what I mean? They're still debating.
Which I think is another reason why we like the delivery part of it, is that you're not walking into a store where you don't want to be seen, or some people don't want to be seen.
For all those people, get out of the CBD closet. You know, it's 2019. Exactly. Get out of the closet. Right. So well, I mean, thank you guys for coming on, man. You guys are literally a breath of fresh air compared to the podcast that happened yesterday. There was beers all over here. There was whiskey here. 2 idiots in front of me. Josh.
Sounds like a party.
It was horrible. It was literally chaotic, and it was offensive. But you guys are truly a breath of fresh air and smart and normal, which is something that I rarely get here in the podcast. Do you want to tell anything to the people on, about a little bit more about CBD, or where they can find you, or how it can change their lives?
Just look us up on Instagram at CBD Main Street and inbox us. We'll answer whatever questions you have.
CBD Main Street, Laredo, Texas. And so hit these guys up at CBD Main Street, Laredo, Texas. I'm going to definitely try these out, like I said, when I can taste again, because I can't taste anything right now. They have a bunch of wonderful products. And this episode will be out hopefully by tomorrow if Josh doesn't ignore me.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you guys for on it. And good set, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. You guys are fun.